It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. Just My Two Satoshis, people. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. So today, first shout outs to my man Mike B, man. I was talking to him yesterday morning during this whole capitulation event we had. That sounds like a sex term or something, doesn't it? Capitulation. But I was talking to him, and he actually was doing some research behind the scenes on traffic patterns, IP addresses, and such. I won't get into the details, but he definitely was the one, at least from my perspective, first one to break the news about JP Morgan actually being one of the buyers at the lows yesterday. He was kind of giving me some information, breaking it down, man. I'm like, man, this guy is dedicated, man. So shout out to Mike B, very dedicated person in the crypto community, and kudos for you for exposing and uncovering that. So I hope you guys didn't sell at the bottom yesterday. You should have been buying. I didn't have any more dry powder. I had been buying all beginning of this week and into from last week into this week. So didn't have any more dry powder. Didn't want to bring any new money in. Haven't had to do that in years. So just playing with what I have, and that was a great move, though. Really great move. So kudos to any of you who did get in at those lows. For sure. I heard Max Kaiser got in at 29 something. So that shout out to Max. But today we're going to talk about China and really the ongoing story that's developing out of China. This comes out of CoinDesk for you guys as a reference. So Huobi and OKCoin to stop yuan to Bitcoin trading by October's end. So let's just kind of read it, and I'll kind of go over my viewpoint on it and get your feedback on it, and also try to read some of these comments, because as I've stated before, like, the comments are the best part of the article, to be honest with you. So let's dive right into this here, ladies and gents. So article starts off saying Chinese Bitcoin exchanges Huobi and OKCoin, two of the country's big three markets, have announced that they will halt yuan denominated trading by the end of October. The twin statements indicate that, at least for now, the exchanges will continue to offer crypto to crypto trading services. That said, both exchanges are halting yuan deposits starting today. And starting today was actually yesterday, so Friday. According to Huobi and OKCoin, definitive information about the trading suspension will be circulated to users before September 30th. More significantly, the exchanges will undertake a gradual process of unwinding its yuan-denominated markets, with an eye to complete the process by October 31st. So, not sure how this is going to affect pricing for all cryptocurrencies into the 31st of March. Of October. So I'm just, if they have to unwind these trades, that means they have to sell the assets that were tied to the trade in yuan. So I'm assuming they'll be selling. There'll be a huge selling pressure going into October, the end of October. I don't know what the effects of that may be, because I know, as far as from Clif High in his projections, we should see some upward movement here going forward. So it will be interesting to see what exactly happens with the unwinding that's going on with the two largest exchanges in China. And we know that China has by far the largest volume for Bitcoin. So this will be interesting to see what happens here. So back to the article though. The news comes after fellow Chinese-based exchange BTCC via BTC and Yunubi, or I should say Yunbi, all announced that they were shutting their doors, citing statements from domestic regulators earlier this month. In the wake of BTCC's closure yesterday, both Huobi and OKCoin said that they have not received any notices or instructions to close. So that's pretty interesting that we've seen 3 exchanges be closed. And, you know, I'm not getting details on that. I'm not sure if it's just that they weren't following regulatory, you know, laws or what the case may be. So, you know, I don't want to jump to conclusions saying that the Chinese government is closing all exchanges or are closing all exchanges. Like, I don't know if that's the case or not. So I just want to read further. I know someone in the Webbot room, I cannot remember. I would love to give a shout out. Can't remember your name, but you dropped an image in there showing a list, and this list is actually mentioned in this article. So it says, yet this morning, leaked documents indicating that verbal directives had been given to some exchanges regarding their closure. Notably, among those instructions was the stipulation that user data be preserved and provided to the government. Wow. Cryptocurrency prices in turn saw continued turmoil in the wake of those developments. The move to halt yuan to crypto trading represents a new phase in the ongoing saga around cryptocurrency regulation in China. Let's move down a little bit. Earlier this month, China put a freeze on its domestic initial coin offering space, declaring it illegal, declaring an illegal form of fundraising. This is crazy. Exchanges and other websites providing ICO-related services subsequently moved to accommodate the new rules amidst the fallout, with investors in previously held ICOs set to be refunded their money. So again, this, along with what we've seen, you know, Jamie Dimon come out and say, we're seeing, you know, moves by other countries around the world. I don't know what exactly took them so long, but I think they're finally realizing that Bitcoin is a direct threat to their system, a direct threat to the central banks, a direct threat to the financial world as well. You know, Wall Street and even the different asset fund managers and such in other countries, because now we can circumvent their system, and you know, companies won't have to go directly to them to do a seed round of funding or an series A round. They can just do it in the public, which is really how it should be, in my opinion. So, you know, what are your thoughts on the latest developments? We're seeing 2 of the largest exchanges stopping or halting yuan to BTC trading. I personally think that won't stop. It may taper the demand initially, but once people figure out how to get their yuan converted into Bitcoin is going to be on and popping again. I don't think the train is definitely not going to stop. So give me your thoughts on that whole situation. So I also want to look at so current prices right now. We're sitting at right about $3,600 in BTC. ETH is looking like it's at 245. And then we have Litecoin at $51, which is crazy. So I was talking to Truth Bliss yesterday, and he said he moved all of his Bitcoin holdings into Litecoin, which I thought was a great move, because the bounce up or bounce back for Bitcoin was rather fast off the lows, that support line of 3,000. And I'll do a chart talk over the either later today or tomorrow. I'll do a chart talk video, and wait till you see the video, the chart. It bounced right off that 3,000 support resistance level. What used to be a resistance level, on the way up, Bitcoin tested it twice. The first time it failed, came back up, failed again slightly, and then it finally went through 3,000. So for me, that indicated a strong support line now, what used to be a resistance area. So it bounced right off that very violent move upward. We may see a little pullback from here to just make sure we're going up, but I think from here we're definitely north of 3,000 here going out from here. So yeah, I thought that was a good move by Truth Bliss to transition over into Litecoin. For some reason, Litecoin doesn't move as quickly and doesn't react as quickly as Bitcoin does to news and stuff. At least on the upside, it takes a few. I don't know why, but it's delayed. Sometimes even weeks before we see a move back up. So that may be a good move to make. Again, not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you any suggestions on what to do. It's just my opinions, people. So I'm gonna look at some of these comments from the article, and then we'll go through that. Let's do a little roll call here. I'm in the Woo room, the original Webbot room. We've got 994 members. We've got Ron, Mr. Gordis, Crypto Kingpin. Saw someone else in here. Soul Food Dude, Serge Bryce, and JR. Holla at me, guys. Thanks for being out there, participating. Let's see who we have in the other rooms here. Crypto Gear Solid. That's my man. Shout outs to Crypto Gear Solid. Jamie Demon. What a wanker. That's funny. Jamie Demon. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That whole situation. And then we find out that JP Morgan was one of the biggest buyers in that whole capitulation move yesterday. Amazing. Can't trust these bankers. A lot of money sloshing around out in the financial market. So we're seeing a lot of in hyperinflation, not hyperinflation, but inflation of asset prices. Bitcoin, not really, but in my opinion, not yet. But definitely stocks around the country, I should say around the world, and the bond market is just so much in a bubble. It doesn't make any sense. Even down to like things that the wealthy are buying, like cars, high-end cars, art is in my opinion kind of inflated. So yeah, we're definitely seeing a inflation of assets because of all this easy money, but that's And I'm thinking, this is just my gut feeling. I think that China, their finance ministry or whatever they call themselves over there, People's Bank of China, PBOC, I think they are, they have reports and they can see inflows of capital or, liquidity and money going in and out of the system. And if, I'm thinking that maybe they saw some stats that were alarming to them and they wanted to really shut it down sooner than later. So just my gut feeling on that. I will see how this whole story transpires. So that's it, ladies and gents. I think we're all good to go. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys. Like I said, I'll probably do I will do a chart talk either later today or tomorrow for sure. And shout outs to Liza and her husband. They sent me they actually sent me some hats, some golf hats, and a divot and a little divot tool for the golf course. Actually, I'm gonna get that, so just give me 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and get that so you guys can see. Okay, ladies and gents, I am back. I just have to go grab that package. So shout outs to Greg and Liza. Thank you so much, guys. They got me some nice golf hats. I'm definitely going to wear them. These are dope. These are really dope. So thank you, guys. Appreciate it. And man, I have some of the best subs ever. She also wrote a little letter, man. Look at that, guys. The best, man. Liza, bless you. Thank you so much. So Crypto Blood. So my husband and I see you like hats and you prefer the flat bill cap, but these golf hats are really popular here in Utah. I picked up your Crypto Blood colors and maybe you like them. Maybe not your style or size. If not your style or size, give them away to your family or friends. We added something you can use for golfing as well. It's not much, just something to say thanks for putting together the chat rooms and posting videos to help us out. Man, thank you so much, Liza and Greg. You guys are wonderful and I totally appreciate it. Here's a little divot piece that they got too. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Thank you guys so much. Very thoughtful. Didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. So that's pretty much it, ladies and gents. Let's get the outro music going. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Holla.